Something I didn't really like after the game was how the Celtics was celebrating. Marcus Smart, I think, was the only one that kind of was like straight face, even killed, wasn't excited, wasn't even really celebrating. But the rest of them guys, man, they was high fiving. Someone was jumping up and down. And I watched Steph on the other side of the court. He got the towel over his head, and he's looking like, okay, y'all think this series over, huh? All right. He's shaking his head, and he like, bet. And he turns around, goes to the locker room. Man, you don't want to ignite Steph Curry, man.
No, you don't.
You don't want to ignite the Warriors, man. These guys have been to 6 finals in the last 8 years. I thought the Warriors should have just clapped hands, boom, boom, boom. It ain't over. Let's roll. Let's get to the locker room, move on to game 2. You don't want to show them that you're excited like that.
Right.
If you want to get excited like that, wait till you get in the locker room, wait till you get on the plane, in a hotel room, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
But don't show them that you're excited like that. I thought that was one thing I saw after the game that I didn't like.
Yeah, like Kobe said, job's not finished.
It's not finished.
That's going to come with the inexperience and just the youngness about them. That's their first NBA final, so they're probably just going overzealous. That's a big thing, though. Now that high emotion, that also leads you to think when they get faced with adversity in this NBA finals. Now what's that mindset going to look like?
Yep.
If they get really excited, will they get really depressed? Will they get really in a drought, really in a slump?
Well, that's what happens when you never been there before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they first finals appearance. And so this is, I guess, this is new territory for them. You know what I mean? So to some degree, you can't fault them.
Right.
But, if you Udoka, you need to have a conversation with them when you get in the locker room and say, look, man, we can't show them that we excited and we think the job is done.
Right.
We still got to win 3 more games.
The Boston Celtics story is just so nuts to me. The fact that Brad Stevens steps down, hires him, and they just completely go off in the first year. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were about to separate. Now all of a sudden they come together. They're close.
At the All-Star break.
Right. Close. They lead to the finals, and they're arguably, I feel like, I'm about to say something pretty bold, but I think this 2008 Boston Celtics team, that 2008-2010 span, I think this team's really reminding me of it. They're that good that they can. I really would be comfortable with the fact that they could win this year, and then next year I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the conference finals again, pushing to the finals. Year after that, same thing. I think Boston might have found the pieces. Yeah,
when you think about Kendrick Perkins, Robert Williams, I probably would take Robert Williams, and then we talk about KG. I mean, I probably wouldn't take anybody on this Boston team over KG, but that's
understandable.
You talk about Paul Pierce,
right.
Jason Tatum.
I'd
probably take Tatum.
Yeah.
I'm probably taking Tatum. Then you talk about Ray Allen and Jaylen Brown. The Boston Ray Allen, I'm taking Jaylen Brown.
Miami Ray Allen,
yeah. I mean, or Seattle Ray Allen, I'm taking Ray Allen.
Yeah.
But Boston Ray Allen, I'm taking Jaylen Brown. Rondo, Marcus Smart, probably taking Marcus Smart.
Rondo couldn't shoot. At least Marcus can create an offense a little bit better.
Yeah. So, I'm with you on that one. I think this Boston team could slightly be better than that finals team that won it all with Kendrick Perkins and Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce.
And it's ironic, too, because like the trade that sent these picks from Brooklyn to Boston was the pieces of Kevin Garnett and whatnot, sending them to there when they did that horrible like end of their career run and kind of looked like fragments of them out there on the court. Those last minute runs at the end of your career are rough.
Yeah.
Shaq was rough. Michael Jordan was like, people just forget about the Wizards. You got to forget about it.